y'all, it's been a while. I mostly just wanted to make this to tell y'all I went to the Chromatica ball. If you don't follow me on Instagram, firstly, follow me on Instagram. You would have seen that I went to see Lady Gaga. Oh my god, it was one of the best things ever. Um and we went to the one that was at Hershey Park because I guess Lady Gaga just doesn't believe in touring in the South, which I don't blame her. Fuck the South. But yeah, that was like the closest one to us, sort of. So we just went to that one. But yeah, I mostly just wanted to talk about that and tell y'all about my experience and the day we had at Hershey Park and just like everything in between, like the whole thing of it, because it was a crazy day. Like shit was like, that's the thing, this was like a day, like all this shit happened within like a day, like 36 hours maybe, like it was just go next thing, let's next place, get up, go do this. Like I don't know, I just want to talk about it because I know it's been a while since I made some videos because I'm still very all over the place, but I really wanted to talk about this in particular. I thought this would be, I guess, a good video to get started, maybe, of getting into the habit of making videos again. Because I don't know if I want to keep making doll unboxing videos. Like, I still want to keep talking about dolls and doing the whole, like, reacting to the new dolls as they come out thing that I do there, the doll news thing. But, man, the unboxing videos, like, I don't think you'll understand. My room is, like, full of dolls now. Because, you know, it's been months since I made made any videos, and they're just sort of taking over my room. Like they're just, oh yeah, I have a room now. I don't remember what was the last video. I found that room I was talking about. Yeah, I finally have it now. So I now have a space for all my chaos to be in. But yeah, they're just sort of like everywhere, and I need to start taking them. Like there's some on the floor over there. Like I need to start taking them out and like doing shit with them. And I don't know, the idea of no, I have to make it a video to unbox them is making me never make the video. Like I don't know, I'm overwhelmed doing everything, and especially now with the amount of dolls that I have in my mind, it's like these are all the videos you have to make, and that's like overwhelming. So I might just open them all. I tossed around the idea of maybe doing like a live stream and just unboxing all of them in like a huge live stream or something. Or maybe just like different, like multiple live streams and unboxing different ones. I don't know, because the thought of making 1,000,000 fucking videos for each doll, I'm never gonna do that, bruh. I don't know. Especially that I have more dolls coming. Like more, like I'm always buying more. And it's just adding to everything. Because it feels like I have, like, a weird obligation to, like, I have to make it, I can't unbox it unless I'm making a video, and it's like, that's not true. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I just, for some reason, feel like, I don't know. I'd be going through it. But, yeah, so, but I'm still gonna be, like, talking about them and stuff, because I did have plans, because, obviously, in the months that I've been gone, so many dolls have come out and so much stuff has happened, and I did have plans to make like a giant like mega video that would be like an hour long of just catching up on my thoughts and opinions of everything that's come out in the last 2 months, and then just like catching up with like the normal like 20-minute episodes or whatever that I do. I have no idea when I'll film that, but it was an idea. The idea was there. But yeah. Anyway, we're getting so off topic here. Jesus Christ. Lady Gaga, right. So, I have known that, okay, Chromatica, that's the newest album she came out with. She came out with that album in, like, 2020. It's a masterpiece. I personally think it's, like, her greatest piece of work she's ever made. It's just so good. It just hits. The concept, I have so many thoughts about this. Every song on that album is a fucking banger. Like, barely any skips. Like, I don't really like Plastic Doll that much, but even now, I'm at the point where, like, I'll tolerate, like, I'll listen to it. Like, I won't really skip it. Like, that's the thing. Like, album is just non-stop bangers. Like, it's just so good. So, ever since I heard that album for the first time 2 years ago, I knew the moment I was like, oh, whenever this concert happens, I'm going to it. I don't care how much tickets are. I don't care where I have to go. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to it. Because obviously during that time it was like peak COVID and like everything was on lockdown, everything got canceled, whatever. So obviously I know it's gonna be a bit before she goes on this fucking tour. So I heard she was supposed to do it last summer, but then it got canceled again because like outbreaks kept happening and whatever. So then it got rescheduled to this year. So I was like, oh bitch, let's go, let's do it right now. So I told my cousin and like everybody about it. I was like, if y'all want to come with me. If not, I'll go myself, bitch. I don't give a damn. I'll find a way there. I don't give a fuck, bro. I have to go. But my cousin, she was like, no, I'll go with you. Like, you know, we love Gaga, you know, whole thing. And then she also ended up bringing her friend with us. So, and you know, it is nicer to go to concerts with like a group of people, like friends and stuff. It's kind of lame to go by yourself. So I was glad about that. So a couple months ago, we were like figuring out, okay, if we're actually gonna do this, like which show are we gonna go to? Because she doesn't have any in North Carolina. She has barely any down south. Like, she hit up, like, Boston, New York, Philly, Georgia, and then fucks off, like, out west. And it's like, okay, great. Thank you for skipping that whole section. That was the thing, too. I was surprised, like, how little dates, like, how little different cities she went to, considering she's such, like, a high-grossing artist. Like, she can afford to do multiple ones. Maybe she just didn't want to. Like, I found that very interesting that, like, she's such a high-ranking celebrity. Like, I would expect her to hit up every state, bro. Like, every place gets a tour. So, I think that's a little weird that she didn't, because it's like, bro, that's a little inconvenient for me. Like, you're Lady Gaga. I know you can book whatever place you want. Like, anyway. So, our options were to either go to Georgia, it was at Atlanta, was go to Atlanta, go to D.C., well, because at first those were like the only two that I knew about, was Atlanta and Washington, D.C. Who the fuck wants to go to Atlanta? So I was like, I don't want to do that one. And then, so we were just like, okay, we'll have to go to D.C. Because my cousin's been to D.C. before. I think she went to see Marina and the Diamonds there. She saw some concert there. So they had been there before and kind of knew, like, the hotels in the area and stuff. But they were like, DC is so fucking expensive. Like, the hotels are super expensive. You have to pay for parking in the hotels. Then you have to pay for parking at the stadium. And the tickets at the stadium. And, like, they were saying, like, everything there is so expensive. And I was like, I don't know about that, bruh. So then I was doing more, like, looking around. And I found, oh, she's doing a concert at, like, Hershey Park, like, in Pennsylvania. I was like, I don't remember seeing that ever, but okay. So I told them about it. I was like, what if? And they were like, yeah, let's do that. And I was like, oh, for real? Like, oh, okay. And they were like, yeah, because apparently DC is 5 hours from here and Hershey Park is 6. So they were like, fuck it, what's the extra hour? And then we also get to go to Hershey Park. And also the tickets for the concert were cheaper at Hershey Park than they were at the DC one. And we got better seats at the Hershey Park one. So we were like, oh, fuck it. If it's cheaper and everything, then we're going to Hershey Park. So we did that. And then so since then, we booked those in like June. Since then, I've been saving money specifically for Hershey Park and this whole like thing, right? So finally, the day of it comes around. We had to wake up at 3 a.m. So I had work the previous day because we left. It was a Sunday that the concert was happening. So I had work Saturday. It was like, I usually work morning shifts anyway. So by the time I got out of there, I think it was like 7:30. At that point, I literally had to go straight home, shower, go to sleep. Because, that's the thing, I can't sleep when I travel. Everyone else seems to be able to. Like, they'll just pop a pill and they pass the fuck out. I for some reason cannot. Like, if I, like, on a plane or in a car, whatever, I physically cannot sleep when I am in the process of traveling. I don't know what it is. I just physically, I need to be awake. I think it's something about I need to see where I'm going. Like, I don't know. Because I believe me, I've tried. When I be flying out west sometimes, and, those flights be like 5 hours long, bro, I tried so hard to sleep. I was like, okay, sleep, just please sleep, and I just can't do it. Even though I was so tired, I was exhausted, I was tired, I didn't feel good, my body was just like, we cannot sleep, brother. I'm sorry. And I was like, please, so I don't know if it's the movement, like, I don't know, because I don't get motion sick or nothing like that. I don't know what it is. So, and she even, like, even if you give me, like, sleeping pills, my body will fight it. It will be like, no, fuck you, we're staying awake. So I dread the day when I finally am able to afford to go to Japan. I think I'm just gonna die. I don't think I'll be able to sleep the whole 13-hour flight. I fear for my life when that time comes. And that like, it's gonna be bad. So, yeah, I don't know what my problem is. I just can't sleep. So, you know, my cousins and everybody, like, they slept in the car the, like, 6-hour trip there. I did not. I was awake the whole time. So, that was the thing. So, knowing that, because for my cousins, it's just like, you know, we'll just stay awake. And then we'll just sleep in the car. For me, that's not an option. So, it's like, no, I need to sleep before we leave so I could be awake the whole time. You know, we get home from work, and obviously I have to eat something, and then I had to shower, and it was like 9 o'clock. I was already like an hour past the time I had planned to be asleep, so I can get at least 5 hours. At 5 hours sleep, like, max was the goal. I didn't even get that. I got maybe, I'm being generous, like, I got maybe 4 hours. And like, my aunt, she even gave me, like, a sleeping pill. She was like, here, take this. I was like, okay, nothing. I think even, like, after I laid my head down and I shut my eyes, I was like, please sleep. I was like, please. I think even then it's still, maybe I was up for still maybe an hour. Just, like, trying. And then I guess eventually I passed out. So I got maybe 4 hours, and the next thing you know, my alarm's going off. I'm like, oh, here we go. Great. So from 3 o'clock till 1 in the morning, like the following night, I was awake till. So we got up 3 a.m. Alright, you know, everybody pack your shit, let's go. We're getting in the car, we're going. We didn't actually get on the road till like 4 because my cousin didn't get home till like 3:30 from work. Like, she had to work that night. So that's great. So, and she had to close. So she didn't get here till 3:30. Then she had to shower. And so then we all piled into the car, left. They were awake for maybe half an hour and then they passed out, but I was just still awake, just vibing. See, it's kind of nice though. I like seeing, like, I love road trips, but just any type of traveling in general. Because I like seeing the world. Like, I want to see, like, the landscapes. Like, I don't know. I think that's a part of the reason why I can't sleep. I want to see it all. I want to see where we're going, what we're passing, what's around, kind of thing. So, and it was nice too because I got to see, like, the sun come up. It was really nice. So yeah, so drove from North Carolina to Pennsylvania. Took about 6 hours. And then my mom and Mimite, y'all know Mimite, she's been on this channel, remember this podcast we did twice, then never again? Yeah. So she came as well, and my mom also came, since Pennsylvania's sort of close to New York, so we were like, y'all want to come? And they're like, yeah, sure. So it was a 3-hour drive for them. So they met us there. We spent the whole day at Hershey Park together. They didn't come to the concert, but they came to Hershey Park to hang out with us and whatever. So they met us there, whatever. So our plan was to get there when they opened. See, I read somewhere that they opened at 10. Apparently that wasn't true. They opened at 11. So, but we still left same time as if they were going to open at 10. Because, you know, obviously we were like, well, we're going to have to, you know, stop for gas, stop for food. You'll make stops. You know, you can't really just drive straight through. Even though I'm sure you'd like to, you can't really drive straight through unless you're crazy. Maybe you could. I probably would. Like, honestly, fuck eating, fuck everything. I'm just gonna go. The only time I would stop would be for gas. And then just, no, just going. No. But that's because I'm crazy like that. But, you know, I don't know how to drive, so what do I know? So yeah, it's a good thing we didn't, like, adjust and be like, oh, well, then, like, let's leave a little later to get there at 11. No, because we got there even still after 11. So, and even then, bro, that park was packed. We were like, god damn, bro, they just opened. Like, we could not get in this bitch. Although, we do think now, thinking about it, that it probably was a combination of the concert happening there. So, like, every gay within, like, 100 miles was coming to Hershey Park. So, you know, I'm sure that also had something to do with it. But we also found out that if you stay at, like, a Hershey Park hotel, you get to come in like an hour before they open and like be in the park like an hour before like us, like everybody else. So we didn't know that. So that's probably also why. So I don't think we got in the park till like 11:30. But so yeah, so I never been to Hershey Park before, and none of my family has ever been. So this was like a fun kind of thing for us to do. I've been to Disney World once when I was 13. I don't remember much of it though. But I've never been to Hershey Park, and I, like, as you can see, I bought this there. I love Reese's. It's just the best thing to ever be created on the face of the earth. So for me, the whole allure of going was like, oh, I'm gonna buy so much chocolate, you know, I'm just gonna, that was all I needed to hear really for me. So we get there, and we go in, and the first thing you see is like this big brown roller coaster that like wraps around this fountain, and like you see them just like, they're like right above you, just like going up, and you hear them screaming and everything, or whatever. So we're like, oh, that looks fun, like we should ride that, we should do this, you know, whatever, we're seeing all this stuff. And see, I had downloaded the Hershey Park app like beforehand. And a couple days before we had left, I would look at it just kind of get an idea of like, what are wait times like for certain rides? Like, when I go anywhere, I am prepared. I do research beforehand, so when I go, I know exactly what's going on. So when we got to the park, I could be like, oh yeah, this ride, crazy wait time. We gotta wait till later to go. This one, oh, this one has a short, like, we can go on this one, like, just so I was dishing out the information to everybody, like, okay, this one. I got you. I had looked up that ride in the front of the park, obviously, because that's the first ride you see when you walk in. Everybody rides on that ride first. So like, oh, let's go ride this one. So that one has like a crazy like hour and a half wait time. So like, no, we gotta ride that one last. Like at the end of the day, there's like no wait time. So like, okay, cool. So my aunt really wanted to ride the Reese's like Cup Fusion thing or whatever. And it's very similar to the Toy Story Land at Disney World. You get in like this thing and you get like a laser gun, and it's like an interactive thing. It's like you're playing a video game while you're moving kind of thing, and you have to shoot these things on the screen or something. It was like an hour and a half wait for that ride, and honestly most of us didn't really want to, but that was like the only ride she can go on because she has like really bad like neck problems, so she can't ride like any of the roller coasters and shit. So this ride, because you're just kind of like, you move really slow because to keep up with what's happening on the screens and stuff that you're trying to shoot at or whatever. So those rides she can go on. So she was like, this is the only ride I'm gonna get to ride today, so please. So we were like, okay. So we waited on this long ass line, and I mean, it was alright, whatever. So we rode that, whatever. So then after that, I was like, okay, roller coasters, let's go do that. So my goal was to ride the Fahrenheit, which is this orange ride or something. And then on the walk over there, we saw this claw ride. I've ridden a ride like this before. It was at, we used to go to Great Escape, which is in, like, upstate New York, all the time. I've been there, like, a handful of times. And they have this, like, same exact ride, except it's called the Supernova. But it's the same concept where you're just, like, spinning around and whatever. So the wait for that was super short, so we got on that, and we rode that first. I forgot how scary that ride is. Like, once, like, at first it's like, okay, once you're actually, like, really up there and gravity is, I was kind of scared. So we rode that, and then we were like, okay, Fahrenheit. We get over there, and, the people who, like, stand at the front gate or whatever to, like, measure your height or whatever, the girl that was up there, she was like, it's a 2-hour wait for this ride, and we were like, oh, never mind, and we walked away, and I was like, no. Sorry, no, I'm not spending all day here, like, waiting. So, we didn't go on that ride. So then instead, we were like, oh, what do you want to do instead? And I was like, let's go ride the Jolly Rancher, because apparently that's, like, a new ride they just came out with. So we go over to there, and this ride, again, is a lot like a ride I rode at Great Escape. At Great Escape, it's called the Boomerang. Here it's the Jolly Rancher, but it's, like, copy and paste the same. Shabby! It's a shadow! No, don't look at that. Look at me. Up. Up. Come on. The good boy. Everyone say hi to Shabby. It's a shadow. Oh, it's a big boy. You want to help me tell the story? Are you making biscuits? Are you making boy biscuits?
Oh, he's a good boy. He's just a good boy, the Chevy. What? What? You're gonna leave now? Bye-bye.
What was I saying? Oh, the Jolly Rancher. Right, yeah, so it's literally like the same exact ride, copy and paste, same exact thing, except they colored it green. It's the same exact ride. So I was like, oh, okay, we've been on a ride like this before. Okay, fine. So I'm surprised the wait for that ride actually wasn't longer, like, honestly. So we got on that ride fairly quickly. Because, you know, when you're getting closer to it, for it to be your turn to get in, you're like in the station where they're loading up the thing and whatever. And the way this ride works is the car you're in goes backwards and it drags you up this ramp until you're literally like this. You're staring at the ground. The only thing keeping you from falling is your restraints, but like you're not touching your seat anymore. Like you're just hanging, brother. It's awful. So it drags you up, and then when you get to the top, it drops you, and then you go whew, and so you build up the momentum to go through these 2 loops, and then you're facing forward this time, and you go up again, and then it drops you again, and you do the loops backwards. So we did that ride, and the worst of it is when they're dragging you backwards. I hate it. I hate that I fall out of my seat, because I'm kind of like low-key scared of heights. Sort of. I'm scared of falling and dying. Like, that's my fear. So, when it comes to roller coasters, I'm not scared of roller coasters. I need to feel safe in the coaster. Like, if I don't feel like there's enough restraints on me, I will not go on it. So, obviously, a ride like that, they have to strap you in a million ways because of the crazy shit. So, in a ride like that, I feel safe, but I still don't like it. But I'm confident that my restraints are gonna hold me, like I'm not gonna die. But it's still scary as fuck. To just be like dragged backwards and staring at the ground as you're going higher and higher away from the ground. But like, cause like there's some rides where, like, if they only give you like this little fucking cheesy waist restraint, I hate those. I will not go on. Even like if you're not doing like a loop or whatever, I still just don't feel safe. I feel like I'm just like, we're gonna get to the top and I'm just gonna fly out that bitch. So no. So the Jolly Rancher ride, we're going up, we're getting dragged backwards. And I will never ride in like the very back car because obviously that one goes up the highest. No. So I want to be like towards the front because then, I mean, you're still like falling out the fucking seat, but it's not as scary as being in the back. So, and then when you go the other way, it doesn't matter because you're facing the sky. You can't see how far off the ground you are. So I don't care what it's the start of the ride. It's the worst. So, you know, I'm sitting here regretting my life choices and we're getting dragged up. And my cousin and her friend are behind me, and they're like, oh my fucking god, boy, this was a mistake. And I was like, yeah, bro, I don't know. Because, yeah, when we were getting close to getting loaded in, obviously when they drop it, you, like, go through the station to then go through the loops and whatever. So, we're hearing the whole thing as it's being dragged up backwards, and then the way they shoot through... Bitches were going like 70 miles per hour, and you could feel like when you're standing right there to be next, you feel that wind. And my cousin looked at me and she was like, did you see how fast they're going? She was like, I don't even want to do this, bro. I was like, you're right. I was like, that's crazy. So whatever. And then the ride comes back, and it's our turn next to get on. And the ones that my cousin was about to go into, there was like this little ass girl, and she was like, oh my god, that was awesome, like she was so whatever. So my cousin looks at me and she was like, you know what, if that little girl can do it, she was like, so can I. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So, you know, we get in, whatever. And the ride starts, and we were just like, well, maybe not, wait, hold on, wait. And whatever. So yeah, when we dropped, when I tell you, I felt my soul leave my body. Oh God, it's rough when you just drop. And it's even worse because basically when the ride clicks into place at the very top, that's when they drop you. Cause see, we're used on the boomerang at Great Escape, they do it a bit differently, where when they're dragging you up, the ride can click, but they still won't drop you, because I guess they control when the ride drops. That ride, they'll like do like, they'll just hold you there and torture you. And so, and then the person, they'll start like a countdown, right? And they'll be like, we're gonna drop you in 10 seconds, and they'll count down, they'll be like 10, 9, but they fucking they drop you at 6, bitch. They do not like, you're like, you're getting ready and you're like, okay, like, no, they'll drop you like 6, 7, bye, and they just fucking drop you at like 7, and it's, oh God. So we were sort of expecting that, but on this one it's not like that. Once you get to the top, you just go. They're just like, and so, but how I realized, like, when you're in the ride, there's like these lights that are, because I guess at night it's like all lit up and shit. So there are like these like lights that are like right next to your car as you're being dragged up the track. When you're about to get dropped, the lights spin around and they face you. That's how I knew we were about to drop. I saw the lights and I was like, oh no. And then we just fell and I was like, oh my God. And then yeah, I was screaming on that ride, bitch. That ride is insane. And I'm not gonna lie, doing it backwards. See, it's been years since I've been to Great Escape. I forgot how fucking crazy that ride is. So doing it backwards, bro, oh my God, it was insane. So yeah, we did that ride. When we got off that ride, my leg was like twitching. Like I could not, it was just like I couldn't control it. It was just like, that's how fucking scared I was. I was like my whole body was just like trembling. It was crazy. But it was really fun. It's just the thing, it was scary, but in a fun way, you know? So like 10 out of 10 would ride that ride again. Then, what did we ride next? Then we got food, I think. So that's the thing too, the food at these parks be so fucking expensive, bro. You will not catch, I will starve myself. I don't care. I am not paying $7 for some fries. Fuck you, no. So like, I will literally starve myself when I go to these places, because it's like, no, I'll eat later or something, like not here, like somewhere that's not here. No. We can hit up McDonald's or something after, like, no, you won't catch me out here paying these prices. $5 for a cup of lemonade, and they put a whole lemon in it. So obviously that whole lemon, you're getting less lemonade because I'm sure it looks nice and whatever, but bitch, the amount of, $5? No. And bro, they bought that lemonade like 4 times. I was like, what is wrong with y'all? What the fuck? I was like, no. Like, I would just ask for sips here and there so I didn't like literally die and pass out. But like, I would just like, and I'd be like, alright, let's go. And, like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Like, no. Like, as long as I have a little bit to like keep me going, like, basically I just need to keep my blood sugar up. As long as I do that, I'll be fine. I can eat later, whatever. So yeah, I would just kind of pick off everybody else, just like, because I was like, no, y'all are crazy for that. I did buy some Dippin' Dots though, because I find that Dippin' Dots only sells them at amusement parks. That's like the only place you can get them. So I don't have them that often. So I was just like, yeah, I'll, you know, some Dippin' Dots, whatever. For the occasion, you know. But yeah, I was like, I'm not buying anything else food-wise. Like, no, that's crazy. So yeah, then because we had, honestly, low-key, we had to recover from that ride. Like, we were all just like, like, it was crazy. So we needed a minute. Like, I was fucked up for a couple minutes, even after we exited the ride. I was just like, I was like, damn, bitch, that was crazy. So we all took that time to, like, kind of, you know, just get some drinks, some food, whatever, just sit, chill. And that was the thing, Mimose didn't go on us with that ride. She doesn't like roller coasters, but she tried. I'm not gonna lie, she genuinely tried, and I appreciate her trying to come with us. But man, she hated every ride she went on with us. Because she came on the Supernova thing with us. She did not like that ride. Because she was like, you know, from the ground, it didn't look that bad. She was like, we can get up there. I was like, oh yeah, once you get going, it's yeah. She would have hated the Jolly Rancher, but I don't even think she knew we were going on that ride, so, because she was getting food or something, but it didn't matter. No, that was not a ride for her. So yeah, so we all reconvened, we're eating our ice cream or stuff, whatever. Then we were trying to figure out, because I think at that point it was like 3 o'clock, and see, the concert started at like allegedly the concert starts at 7:30, even though I found out that that's not true. She doesn't come on until like 9 o'clock. I was like, bitch, I don't want to be waiting in this like, the time we're at, like, we could be at Hershey Park. So, but the thing was, too, I needed at least an hour to get ready to do all the makeup and shit that I was gonna do. So there was that. So we were trying to plan, like, what time we should leave the park to go to the hotel to get ready to then get to the concert. So I think we left the park at 6, or we were aiming to leave the park at 6. We didn't get out of there, I think, like 6:30. So at that point it was 3 o'clock, and I was like, alright, we got a couple hours left, so I was like, alright, everybody, what's the plan for, like, what's the game plan? What's must rides that we gotta do? Like, what's the must have thing you gotta be doing? Like, what does everybody want to be doing? Because let's go. Like, because my goal was to ride as many rides as I could. Because that was my main reason for being there. I wanted to ride rides. Because it's been a long time since I've been to an amusement park. So it was like, I wanted to ride roller coasters. Like, I forgot what it felt like. Because Hershey Park also has a water park. But honestly, I went to a water park last year. And also, they have a pool here. So it was, so I was kind of like, that wasn't my priority, to ride the water park rides. I was like, no, I want to ride roller coasters. It's been years since I've been, like, on a roller coaster. I was like, no, I'm doing that as much as I can. So that was that, but then, my cousin and her friend wanted to, like, go to the arcade and stuff, and I was like, low-key, why? Okay, whatever. That's fine. I was like, that's fine. I'm gonna go ride more rides, so see y'all later. So then we kind of split up. My cousin and her friend and Mimite went to the arcade, and me and my mom went to go ride more roller coasters. Except before we split up, everybody wanted to ride the brown ride that we saw when we walked in. That ride's called the Candemonium. Everybody was like, yeah, that one looks fun. It's not that crazy. And I was like, yeah, there's no loops on that ride. So, like, and so Mimite was like, oh, then, I'll go on that one with you guys. And I was like, okay, yeah. So that was going to be, like, the one last ride we all did, like, together as a group. So I was like, yeah, okay. And then, like I said, I looked it up beforehand. The best time to ride that ride is, like, at the end of the day. Because, the people who are first getting to the park early in the morning, like I said, that ride is crowded. But as the day progresses, everybody's moving their way to the back of the park. So obviously the rides at the front of the park are going to have, like, less wait time. So I was correct. We walked, like, right to the top. We had to wait maybe, like, 5 minutes to get, like, we got right on that ride. I was like, that's why I got you. Like, directions, maps, I got you, bro. Like, you want to plan some shit with me? Plan. Like, I got you. So I was like, yeah, I got y'all. So, we get up there. My mom and my cousin and her friend sat in the one in front of us, and me and Mimite sat in the one behind them. And whatever. And so we're getting in, and, whatever. And, because, you can see the track outside, like, the station, like, where it starts and everything. Mimite looks out, and she's like, she was like, damn, you just go straight up, huh? And I was like, yeah, that's normally how rides start. And she was like, I don't know, she's like, from the outside, it looked like maybe we were gonna cruise for a little bit before, but she was like, no, and she looked at me, we were already in our restraints, like, ready to leave, and she looks at me, and she was like, Rachel, I don't know about this, and I was like, nah, it's fine, I was like, we'll be alright. Then the ride starts, and we start going up the fucking hill, and we're just going, and going, and going, and Mimite was so fucking scared the way she looked at me. She was like, she was like, this was a mistake, I shouldn't have done this, and I was like, and at this point, I was like, yeah, bruh, I'm not liking this, because this was a ride where, again, it only had the fucking waist thing. I hate them, but I was kind of like, if there's no loops or like crazy shit, it shouldn't be that bad. But I don't know, I just don't feel like secure enough with just this. Like, what about the rest of me? Like, I want more restraints, you know? So, at this point, I'm like gripping this waist thing for dear life because like as we're still going up and I'm just kind of like, I'm going to fucking die. I was like, I hate this. This was so yeah, this is at this point I look back at the potato and I'm like, yeah, fuck this ride. This was a mistake. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then at a certain point, my cousin looks back at me and she gives me this look like, we're not there yet. And then I think of what my mom looks back at me and she was like, no. Because I was thinking, my mom is fucking crazy. My mom wanted like the front seat of every coaster. And I was like, no, I am not doing that. You can do that. No, my mom is insane. So I don't know. So because my mom likes all, you know, the adrenaline, all that shit. So like she was down to ride all these coasters, like whatever. When she looked back at me, I was like, oh no. Oh fuck, bro. Like this was a mistake. And we're still going. And then at this point, Nimite is like, close her eyes. She's like this. And she was like, we're still not there yet. And I was like, oh my god. And then at a certain point, and then my cousin looks back at me and she was like, here we go. And I was like, oh no. And we dropped down and I was like, oh. You like sort of fly out of your seat a little bit when you go down that first hill. And it's fucking terrifying. Because like I said, you only have this fucking shitty ass waist thing keeping you from dying. And I was just like, oh, the way I screamed on that ride, bro. I hated it. I hated it. So I think there's like 2 like major hills you go down, and the rest of it, you're just kind of like going all over the place. So once you got past the hills, it was fun, but it was still low-key fucking scary. And honestly, I don't know if I'd ever go back on that ride again. I did not feel safe. I didn't like it. And my mom, cause my mom is like skinnier than me. My mom said she was like, genuinely, she was like, I thought I was gonna fly out of the ride. My mom was so fucking scared when we went down that first thing, because she was like, I felt my whole body exit the vehicle. And I was just like, oh my god. So, because you know how they have like those picture things, they take your picture or whatever? When the picture they took of my mom, the genuine fear on her face. Oh my fucking god, it was crazy. So I don't think any of us would ever ride that fucking ride again, because it was insane. So yeah, I don't know about that ride. So yeah, so we did that, and then after that, the rest of them were like, yeah, let's go to the arcade now. And I was like, alright, you know, we're gonna go around more rides, whatever. So my mom wanted to ride this like yellow coaster that we saw throughout the day or whatever. But my cousin had said that at one point she had saw it and it was like the carts were like empty. So she was like, I don't know, I think like it might be broken or something. So we were like, oh. So we walked over there and we got online and everything, and there's people online, so we were like, it must be working. Because the line was pretty short too. But then we get to the top, and you know, they send off one cart and whatever. But then the next one pulls in, and like, they don't open the gates for like the people to get in. Like, and then this like alarm thing goes off or whatever, and it just says like, your ride is experiencing technical difficulties or whatever. Please wait, or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then we just see all the roller coaster attendant people just like put down all the restraints on these empty cars, like in the ride. And it was stuck in the station for like a couple minutes. And then they just sent it off empty. And I don't know, the fact that like the ride was like low-key broken, but they were still, I was like, I looked at my mom and I was like, I'm not getting on this. No. If there's something wrong with it, like what's stopping the other car from breaking down? I was like, no, we're getting off. Like, no, I'm not riding this ride. Fuck that. So, we got off and we went to a different ride. So we did the Super Duper Looper, which I think is like the oldest roller coaster in the park. That ride had like no wait. Like we literally walked right on the ride. Like we just got right on. So, and that ride also only had like this one like waist bar. And my mom looked at me and she was like, does this ride have like, because it was called the Super Duper Looper. She was like, does this ride do like loops or something? She was like, these restraints are a little, where's, and I was like, no. I was like, there's no way that could be true if they're only giving us this. I was like, no. So I was like, maybe looper, they mean just like loops like this, like corkscrew kind of thing. I was like, no, there's no way. I was like, that wouldn't be safe. I was like, no. First thing on that ride is the loop-de-loop. And I was like, what? What? Huh? What do you mean? But it honestly wasn't that bad. I don't know how physics work. Maybe physics, like, I don't know. So we were fine. So it just caught me off guard. But there was only that one loop, and the rest of the ride, you're just kind of like going around, whatever. So that ride wasn't that bad. I'd ride that ride again. I was just a little caught off guard. There's like a fucking loop-de-loop, and they only give you this one metal bar. Like, it's not even the thing that the candy ride had. It was just like, that's it. And I was just like, how? What? Hello? I don't know. So we did that one. And then, my mom saw this, like, black one going around. It was, like, an inverted coaster, which is where, here's, like, the rail of the coaster. Instead of the thing being on top, you're, like, below it. Like, you're hanging off of it. And I've never been on an inverted coaster before. So my mom was like, oh, what's that one? I'm gonna go on that one. And I was like, okay, sure. So we go over to that one. The wait for that one was a little bit more, but it was fine. So, yeah, we get on that one, and, you know, there's all these crazy restraints and shit. Because, yeah, this one, you're, like, hanging, like, the rail is up here, and you're hanging off of it. So everything you do, it's like, when you do, like, flips and shit, your whole thing is just, like, twisting around. It's crazy. But it was really fun. So, yeah, so we did that. And then at that point, it was, like, 6 o'clock. So that's when we were like, okay, you know, we're all kind of gonna go convene. Oh, no, I think it was 5 o'clock, actually. Because, oh, yeah, we wanted, like, an hour to shop or something. Because, you know, I wanted, like, all my merch and, like, candy stuff and whatever. So we were gonna allot the last hour to be, like, shopping at all the little gift shops we wanted to go to. So, oh, yeah, merch haul. Let me show you what I got. Mimite won this for me at the arcade. It's a little bear. He's holding the little kisses. So that's really cute. Because, yeah, I didn't do the arcade with them because, like, I want to ride rides. I can go to an arcade at anywhere, at any time, for any reason. So I was like, I don't care about arcade games like that. So I was like, I want to ride rides. So I was like, y'all can go do that, though. Have fun. But when we came back and we met them at the whack-a-mole or whatever they're doing, bitch, they had, like, 20 plus. They won, like, so much shit. They had, like, 20 stuffed animals. And I was like, God damn. So, you know, I'm glad for them. That's cool. They had fun. But yeah, I got this mug. It has all the names on them. There's Reese's, then there's the Hershey's, and the Kisses. And I liked it because it was like rainbow, and it had like all of them on it. So I got that. I wanted a mug that just had Reese's, and they did have them, but they were smaller than this one. And I don't know, the way the Reese's was on it wasn't satisfying. Like, does that make sense? I don't know, because my aunt has a Reese's mug that she got, I think, at Walmart for Valentine's Day or something. Like, it came with chocolate in it or whatever. I like hers, like, low-key. Like, I was like, I need to just get that. Like, because the ones I had at the park were kind of lame. I really like this one, though, because it's, like, rainbow. But I did get this mini Reese's one. It's like a little shot glass kind of thing, and it came with little peanut butter cups in it. So I love Reese's, if you can't tell. Then this is an ornament, and it's supposed to look like, you know, there's a little Reese's candy coming out the packaging, and I thought that was really cute. So I got that. Then I got another ornament. It's Kisses, but it's like bedazzled. So I think that was really cool. Then obviously I got this shirt. Then I got a pin for that ride that almost fucking killed us, the Candemonium. Just cause why not? But yeah. So yeah, and then I got a fuck ton of chocolate. It's all sitting in my fridge in the other room. Oh no, wait, my magnets! No, hold up, I gotta show you all my magnets. Hold on. Yeah, hold up. My fridge is in the other room. I put the magnets on my fridge. But yeah, I got this this Reese's magnet. And then I got this one. There's glitter on it. Falls out. So I thought that one was really cute. And then yeah, here inside, it's just fully just orange, just full of Reese's. But yeah. But yeah, that was all the stuff I got. So then yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when me and my mom got off the last ride that we did, the black one, you know, I was kind of like low-key crying a little bit. And, you know, I just thought it was from, you know, like the adrenaline of the ride and whatever, and like I was just like, you know, all worked up and whatever, so I was like, you know, what, I brushed it off. And whatever. And then we're inside the gift shop and whatever, and then we're going to leave. And then, you know, we're walking through the parking lot. Oh, it's a journey to walk back to your car, bruh. God damn. So yeah, we're leaving the park, you know, it's a walk back to your car, man. God damn. And, you know, we're walking to the parking lot and whatever to get back to our car, and I just started dying. Like, I'm like my eye hurts, and, like, tears are still forming, and, like, my nose starts running. I'm just like, what the fuck? And at a certain point, we get to the car, and, like, I'm, like, sniffling, my eye is red, and it's, like, it's all, like, this half of my face. Like, it's only this side. And at one point, we were in the car, like, driving to the hotel, and just, like, my eye was in so much pain. Tears were flowing, and I was like, what is happening? So we thought that maybe I was having, like, an allergic reaction to something, that maybe I touched something in the park, and I reacted to it, or something, like, maybe on one of the rides, I don't know, but I was like, what the fuck is going on, bruh? I was like, now is not the time, we gotta go to the concert! It's like, god damn it! So, like, yeah, at one point, everybody looked at me, imitating my mom. They all looked at me, and they're like, are you okay? And I was like, no. But I don't have time to care about it right now. I gotta get ready for the concert. I don't care. Sorry. Like, I'll be fine. I don't know. I was like, I don't got time to worry about it, bruh. I gotta go see Gaga. Like, this is, no. So, yeah, cut to me literally applying makeup, tears, snot coming out. I'm just applying over it as it's happening. I'm just like, no, we gotta go. Sorry. So that was insane. Eventually it stopped. So hopefully, like, whatever it was, it just passed or whatever. Because like, eventually it stopped because I was just forcing myself, applying eyeliner as my eye is like red and dying. I was like, I probably shouldn't be applying makeup as I'm having this reaction in my eye. But I was like, bitch, I've been waiting too long. I made too many plans for this look to not do it tonight. I was like, no, I don't care. I'll lose this eye, I guess. I don't know. Like, whatever. So, you know, just did that and whatever. And so eventually it was hell in the moment, but eventually it passed, and I'm glad it did. I was afraid like the whole night I was just going to be like that and it was going to be awful. Eventually it did stop. And then, yeah, I got ready. Once again, if you didn't see this, these are my looks. This is what I wore. I have been, like I said, because I've been planning to go to this concert for 2 years, this has been the outfit that has been planned for 2 years. Like, I bought this outfit 2 years ago, and because I saw this outfit, and I was like, literally the reason I bought this outfit was because I was like, oh my god, that looks like it came out of, like, Chromatica. Like, it looks like it gets from, like, it gives me Chromatica vibes. That's why I bought this outfit. So that's why when I was, like, going to the concert, I was like, wearing that outfit. I have to, like, yeah. So, yeah, so that look has been planned for a long time. So it was it felt so good to finally wear it. So yeah, we got to the concert, I think, like, a little after 8 o'clock. And, you know, the parking lot was fucking insane. So she ended up letting us out, and then we, like, walked the rest of the way. You know, we all wanted to check out the merch stand and everything. I'm not gonna lie, the merch for this tour was, like, low-key really whack. Like, I didn't like any of it. It was kind of lame. No lie. Like, I wish I liked it, but I don't. Like, I didn't like any of it. And the one shirt that I was gonna, like, buy, I was like, okay, it's pink. That's the thing, too, like, nothing was pink. This is I have a whole thing about that. But whatever, there was this one shirt that was, like, this pink tie-dye color, and whatever. And I was gonna get that, and they were like, oh, that's sold out. I was like, cool, great, okay. So, whatever. So, I'm just gonna end up buying some shirts online, that just have, like, they're like fan-made and stuff, but honestly, they low-key, they look better than everything that she had there. Her merch was, like, low-key disappointing, but, you know, my cousin and her friend, and, like, they wanted merch and stuff, so we had to wait on this long-ass line, and, like, bruh, the people who were in front of us, they were buying merch for the whole fucking family or some shit. They were there for like 10 minutes just talking to the fucking girl behind the register or whatever. And we were like, besties, can you hurry it the fuck up? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, they were just sitting there, taking their sweet ass time, just sitting there talking. And I was like, bruh, we do not have time for this. And then we actually met these two girls online next to us. They were they're our new besties now. Cause one of them, she was wearing like this pink tube top that had like this like feather boa on top, and the boa inside like lit up, had like lights, and then she had like matching pants. She looked so slay. She looked so good. And we were talking with them because they were standing next to us online and shit. And we were like, yeah, we were talking, all this stuff, and they were really cool. They're from New York, I found out. And I was like, oh shit, me too. And we were like, so what the fuck y'all doing here? And we were like, why didn't you go to the New York show? And they were like, oh, we didn't know about it. And, you know, we only knew about it after it happened because, you know, when stuff happens in your city, like, you'll get, like, alerts about it or whatever. So they were like, we didn't know until after it happened, and we were like, oh, no, we want to go see this concert. So they were looking at other tour dates, and we were like, we'll go to this one. And I was like, nice. And I was like, I see you. That's another thing that we could talk about real quick. I hate when artists are like, yeah, the New York show, and it's in fucking New Jersey. That is not New York. Stop doing that. Oh, I hate it. Like, that was the thing. Lady Gaga's New York show was in New fucking Jersey. That's not New York. I don't know who needs to hear that, but like, that's Jersey. If the stadium is in New Jersey, it's the New Jersey show, not the New York show. Why? It's dumb. The Weeknd did that shit too. And it was like, no. The New York show is the one at the Barclays Center or Madison Square Garden or the stadium out in Long Island. That's the New York show. Not the one, MetLife Stadium is not in New York. What? It's dumb. I hate it. It's stupid. Mostly because if you're gonna tell me there's a New York show, I need to be able to get to it in New York. To get, like, because that's the thing, to go to a concert in New York, if I can't take the train to get there, what was the point? Why? Like, that's the whole thing about New York, is that it's convenient, because I could just hop on the train and go there. Like, when I went to see Melanie Martinez and Ash Nico, it was just like, you know, hop on the train, go to 34th Street, done. Like, you know, it's easy, accessible. If I have to fucking drive there, no, you lost me. For the New York show, you're gonna make me drive? Why? Like, MetLife Stadium is not easy to get to. I think there's, like, a PATH train or fucking one of the other trains that go out there, but it's like, A, they're more expensive, and B, it's so out of the, just have it in New York! Why? There's so many stadiums in New York. You're telling me you couldn't find one? Not one, bitch. I don't know. Someone had said that MetLife Stadium was, like the biggest stadium that they could find, I guess, like, within the New York radius. It's just like, then have two shows. Like, have two New Yorks and just get, like, I don't want to go to Jersey. No. Anyway, so that was just a little side rant. Anyway, so yeah, so whatever. So we were online. I think we were just getting off the merch line. And, oh yeah, then we went through security. And then the lights go off in the stadium. And we were like, fuck. Show is starting. And it was 8:45. I was expecting her. I thought we had a little bit more time. But it was like 8:45. And I was like, well, damn, bitch. So cut to us running to try to get to our seat before, like, she actually comes on stage. Because you know how most, like, they have, like, the interludes that play, like, before the artist actually comes out. So that's what was kind of playing on the screen. So we were, like, we were running, bitch. And we had seats that were, like, fairly close to the front. And I underestimated just how big this fucking place was. So, and because, you know, they shut all the lights off, but we're just trying to navigate in the fucking dark, surrounded by all these people. So at one point, we're just going, And at one point we ended up in like the back pit. Cause like there's a pit in the front, like the VIP. But then they're like, once you get past like the general seating, then there's just like a pit in the back for like everybody else. So we ended up in there somehow. And I didn't realize, I was like, is this like the pit, like the front pit? I was like, what the fuck? Like I was so confused. And I was like, at first I was like, what if we just navigated through what if we got to the front? But then I realized, I was like, no, like, where are our seats? Like, I was like, the tickets we got were like actual seats. Like, we weren't standing, we had seats. So I was like, where are the seats at? So then I realized, like, we were like in the wrong area or something. I was like, we had to get out of here. So again, rushing, speed walking through this shit. And at a certain point, bitches were just like leaving their drinks on the ground behind them. So obviously we're rushing around. I knocked over somebody's drink and it just went flying. And the bitches, I guess whose drink it was or something, they turned around and looked at me and I was like, why the fuck is your drink on the ground, bitch? Like, don't look at me. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, anyway, like, that's your own fault. What the fuck? I will not be held responsible for that. No. I just couldn't believe the look they gave me. And it's like, bitch, you had your drink on the ground. And the concert is like, there's more people coming in for the concert. You really thought? Like, dumbass bitch. Oh my god. So, whatever. So I was like, anyway, excuse me, and whatever. So we were just walking. And at one point we found like the security people and we were like, help us. And they're like, oh, you have to get out of this pit area. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, just keep walking up front. And I was like, okay. So we're walking, find another lane. Every security person I see, I just kept showing them my phone. I was like, help, where is our section, please? And they were like, oh, just keep going this way, keep going this way, keep going this way. And so we eventually got to our area and we filed into our seats. And we got there just in time as she like got onto the stage. So yeah, kind of crazy, got there a little late. But, oh god, it was so fun. And when she started with Bad Romance, bro, oh my god. Oh yeah, and that's the thing too, when we were standing online in Hershey Park earlier to go on the Supernova thing, the stadium she was playing in is like super close to the park. And so when we were standing on that line, at a certain point, we just hear Bad Romance blaring from the parking lot. And we were like, what the fuck? And then all of us were like, oh, she must be practicing for the show. So we were just standing in line, jamming, and they were just playing Bad Romance out of the stadium. Oh, it was so cool. But yeah, she started with Bad Romance and the whole thing. She sang a lot of, like, her old songs from, like, the Fame era and everything. I was very happy that she sang Monster. I love that song. So I was very happy to hear that live. She played Telephone. She played Love Game. She played Poker Face. Like, I'm not gonna lie though, I'm low-key mad. She played everything but songs from Art Pop. And it's like, bitch, please. I just wanted to hear Venus live. Why? Like, she was doing the absolute most. She was singing songs from the Born This Way, songs from Fame Monster, songs from Joanne. No Art Pop. And I was like, why? Tears, sadness. So that was a little low-key disappointing, but it was still a fun time. It was still a Lady Gaga concert, you know. But yeah, I didn't record everything. I barely got anything of like Hershey Park, honestly, and I didn't record that much of the concert, mostly because I don't know. I'm trying to focus more on. I don't need to document everything, you know. I want to live more in the moment of all of these things that I waited so long for this concert and it's just like to just sit there and record the whole thing. I don't know, because it feels like you miss the concert when you're looking at it through your screen when it's happening right in front of you kind of thing. So it's just like I wanted to kind of focus on just enjoying being in that moment, like being there and not having to worry about, oh, let me record this. I mean, I recorded my favorite songs, some of my favorite moments and stuff, but I didn't record, like, every song. I didn't record that much of it. Same thing with the whole thing in Hershey Park. You know, with how crazy it was trying to go on rides and everything, you know, I wasn't really thinking about, oh, let me record this kind of thing. It was just like, yeah, I just want to live in this moment, like, kind of thing. So I'm trying to focus on doing that more. It's like, I don't need to document everything that's happening. You gotta kind of just live it, you know? But yeah, I do have some videos, and obviously I'll show you them here. And so my favorite song off of Chromatica is Replay, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like it live. How about Rain on Me live, though? Oh, shit. That was my favorite song to hear live, was Rain on Me. That one went hard. That one was so good. Rain on Me! And also, when she started, like, Born This Way, but, like, on the piano, oh, bitch. Yeah. So, yeah. So, it just, all in all, it was so fun. Because I'd never been to a Lady Gaga concert before, because when she was, like, getting popular, when she was coming up, I was, like, what, 10? Like, you know, I was still very young, you know, at the time when she was super popular. So, it's so nice to be able to actually, like, go and see her, you know? My cousin had said that next time she goes on tour, she's like, she don't give a fuck how much it is. She wants to be like VIP front row. And I'm like, girl, have fun paying $1,000 for those tickets. Are you kidding me? You can, unless you're like super, you cannot touch me. Are you kidding? Oh my God, girl. I was like, I don't know about all that. You can have fun with that one. See, for me, it all depends on how good her next album is. Because that's the thing, if the album is, like, if the album that they're going on tour for I didn't like, why would I bother going? Like, no. Because obviously they're going to play majority of songs from that album. So it's like, if I don't like it, why would I bother? See, Chromatica, the tour I went to, was like, I liked every song, the whole album was great. So it was like, no, obviously, yeah, I want to go to the tour for that. But, like, if it was, like, you know, the Joanne album, which, for me, I don't like at all, it's like, why would I go to that? I didn't like any of the songs off that album. You know, I'm not a country girly. I didn't like that album. So it's like, why would I bother, you know? So, it all depends what Lady Gaga's next project is that will decide if I go to her next concert. Not gonna lie, I'm really mad I couldn't go see The Weeknd. I really wanted to go to The Weeknd's tour. Because, oh, Dawn FM? Oh, it's masterpiece. Amazing. If you haven't listened to it, please do yourself, go listen to The Weeknd's new album. It hits. Oh my God. It's a masterpiece. A true art piece. Because his concerts were happening in July, and because I was trying to save for this Gaga concert, I was like, I just can't do both. It's just, you know. And once again, he did not have any concerts near the proximity of North Carolina, so that was great as well. So I was like, I can't be doing 2 road trips, like, I just can't. So, I don't know, I'm kind of hoping that maybe he'll do, like, another leg of this tour, like, later on. Because I know, like, Ariana Grande, when I went to see her in 2019, she had, like, 3 legs of the Sweetener tour. So I'm hoping maybe he does something similar, where, like, he'll take a break for a bit, but then, like, do some more tour dates in America. Because, like, I would really, really, really like to, especially when I started seeing videos of it on TikTok, I would really like to go see him live. I don't know if I would fight for, like, a really good ticket the way I did for Lady Gaga for him. But just to be there, I think I would really like to do that. So I don't know, holding out hope that maybe he adds, like, some more dates or something. And then my cousin wants to go see Rina Sawayama in November. She already she's doing the VIP for that one because the tickets for that are so cheap. Because she was like, yeah, if they're so cheap and I get to meet her and I get to autograph from her and everything. And I was like, I mean, shit, do it then. She was trying to convince me to go, but I was like, I don't like her like that. Like, because even though it's cheap, I still don't want to spend that much for an artist that I don't like with my whole heart, you know? And also, I haven't even listened to this album yet. Like, that's the thing, she's already selling tickets for a tour for an album that hasn't come out yet. And I'm like, girly, I was like, you need to let me listen to the album first, then maybe I'll go with you, like. And even then, I would just buy, like, the general admission ticket. I don't need to meet her, I don't know that, like. You know, if the album's good and I want to go, I'll just get, like, the regular ticket and whatever, but it's just like, I don't know, bro, you gotta let me listen to the album first. Oh, yeah, because we got there so late, apparently on everybody's seat there were these wristbands, and during the concert they were, like, lighting up different colors. I didn't have one, because apparently the people behind us, I guess, saw that we didn't have any wristbands, and they were like, oh, here, I guess they took the ones off of our seat or something, but, so they gave one to my cousin and her friend. I didn't get one, and I was like, okay, thanks. So after the concert ended and everybody was leaving, I found this one on the floor at the very end. So I only got it then at the end of the show. So I'm a little upset I couldn't have it, you know, blinking and strobing during the concert. That would have been cool. But I still have it. It just says, you know, Chromatica Ball. I wish you can, like, Does anybody know if you could, like, mod these to, like, have them light up again? Or is that just it? This is just, like, dead forever. Like, 'cause I want to know if there's a way to, like, have it light up again. Because I would like it to light up. But yeah, I honestly wanted this just because it said... Because I didn't get any merch, so I was like, I want something that says, like, Chromatica Ball on it. So this is my souvenir, this fucking wristband I found on the goddamn floor. But yeah. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, no. And there was this guy sitting in front of us. And I'm guessing the girl next to him was, like, his girlfriend or whatever. He looked so mad that he was there. Literally the whole entire concert, he was just standing there like this. Like, the most bitchy look on his face, like, attitude, like, cross-armed, unamused the whole time. And we all just kind of looked at each other like, the fuck is this guy doing here, bro? Like, how dare you be taking up a seat from some other young gay that would have died to have your spot? Fuck you. Like, because it's like, we had good seats. And for this motherfucker to be taking up a seat and he didn't even want to be there, I was offended, bro. I was so mad. I was like, man, you don't deserve to be here with your bitch ass. Like, fuck you. I was like, oh, this guy was so salty. I was like, we were like, who let this man in here? What the fuck? And I'm not gonna lie, low key. Because, obviously we were all recording the stage and everything. But once in a while, we would flip the camera around to record us, like, you know, singing and having a good time. And also, bitch, the outfit I was wearing, I wanted to document me in the outfit at the concert singing Lady Gaga. So, you know, I was recording myself, scream singing and whatnot. And I don't know, low-key, I got the vibe that the people around me were, like, judging me, like, on the down low. And it's like, bitch, why? We're at a Lady Gaga concert and you're gonna judge me? What? What? Like, I felt, like, low-key, I was like... But hoes just mad that they're not living, like, are y'all just mad you're not as hyped to be here as I am? Like, are y'all mad? Like, what? Hoes mad. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, low-key, I was just like, bitch is repressed at this concert. And I was like, and I feel like, no lie, I feel like it's because it was, like, the Pennsylvania concert. If I would have been, like, at the New York show, I feel like the vibes would have been totally different. Totally different. I'm not gonna lie. New York concerts are another breed, bro. Like, the Ash Nico concert I went to, oh, it was so fun. Even the Melanie Martinez concert I went to, like, everybody in the crowd was hype, bro. Like, I didn't get that vibe at this concert. Like, and it's like, y'all country folk not know how to party? You don't know how to get down to Lady fucking Gaga? I was like, what? That's the thing. This being a Lady Gaga concert, I was like, oh, surely everyone, but it felt like everybody was just kind of like, yeah, okay, it's like, girl, I was like, what is happening? Like, it seems like the only time the crowd got hype was when Gaga was telling them, get hype. And like, but then they just all like settled down. And I was just like, y'all are boring assholes. What the fuck? Like, I don't know. It was 100% worth it. All the bullshit, like everything. Like, that's the thing. We were exhausted by the time we got to the concert because we'd been up since 3 a.m., driving in a car all day. Then we were, you know, at an amusement park all day. You know, no sleep, barely any food. Just next thing. We were so fucking tired. We didn't get back to the hotel till like 1 a.m. We stopped at Wendy's to get some food afterwards. And that was the first time that day I had eaten. So it was insane. My feet hurt for days from those fucking shoes I was wearing. And that's the thing. Everybody was like, oh, your feet are gonna hurt in those shoes. I was like, bitch, I don't care. Fashion over function. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's the thing. I don't care. I will abuse my body until it gives out on me. As long as I looked good, I do not care. Like, I was willing to endure the pain for Gaga. I don't care. Like, I was like, whatever, I'm unbothered. So yeah, but it was all 100% worth it. And yeah, it was such a great experience, like, the whole thing from start to finish. So, yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you, this went on for way too fucking long. Oh my god, this is like an hour-long video. Oh my god. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you all that, just because it was so much fun, and yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, because it was such a fucking experience. Like, it was, I just, you know. So, and then the next day when we drove back, we went to sushi in Richmond, Virginia. There's this place that apparently they've been to before. It was so good. The aesthetic of the place is so cute, and they have these little cats spray painted outside. Their napkins, like, are professionally, like, they have, like, custom napkins. The sushi was really good. So, like, if you're ever in Richmond, Virginia, if you want to go to Lucky AF Sushi, I would really recommend it. It was really good. a little expensive, but at that point I was like, I don't fucking care. Because like I said, I had saved money for this whole trip. Like, this trip was my, like, end of summer kind of blowout, like, last hurrah kind of thing. So I was saving money specifically to just spend that whole weekend. So I was like, I'm gonna go fuck, whatever. And even then, it wasn't tragically too expensive. I was like, nah, it's fine. You know, I'll do anything for some good sushi. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, so I would definitely recommend that place. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. We're planning to go to Hershey Park again next year, with everybody, because my other cousin couldn't go because he had work, and my uncle couldn't come because he also had work. So we're gonna try to get like a Hershey hotel next year and get those like extra hours thing and that whole thing. Like, we're gonna try to be there for like 2 days so we can actually ride everything, maybe do the water park, like experience the whole thing. Because this was a very rushed Hershey Park experience, but for me it was still fun. I got what I wanted out of it, you know, kind of thing. Mostly I just wanted this sweatshirt. I needed like a Reese's sweatshirt kind of thing. Also, can we talk about why does Hershey Park have no Kit Kat anything? Kit Kat slap. There is nothing for Kit. They sold the chocolate, but that was it. There was no t-shirts, no merch, no nothing. Nothing. I was like, I am low-key offended. Kit Kat's hit. Are you kidding me? How does, like, you're telling me Twizzlers is gonna get merch over Kit Kat, bro? I was mad, low-key. But yeah, so we're trying to go there next year. So excited for that. And then the year after, in 2024, we're supposed to be going to Disney World for my cousin's 21st birthday. She wants to drink around the world at Epcot. So I'm trying to go to that with them. Because the last 3 times they've gone to Disney, I have not gone, and I'm low-key jealous. So I want to go back there again, because so much has changed in, you know, the 10 years that I've been there. But yeah. Anyway, let me end this video, because it is like... Bitch, I'm gonna be suffering editing this video. Oh my god. Let me end this video. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that thing I said earlier about, like, live streaming, like, the doll stuff and whatever. Because I just might do that. Because, yeah, I gotta get these hoes out of these boxes. They're taking up so much space. Like, they gotta go somewhere, bro. Like, I gotta do something. But yeah, so I'll see y'all, hopefully soon. You know, I think, like I said, I'm trying to segue into now making content. And drawing art videos will be coming soon because I'm working on all the characters and stuff. And I really want to make those videos that I was talking about where, like, I explain their backstories and I go through the creation of the character through, like, making all their concept art and everything. I have so much to talk about with my characters and my worlds, bro. Like, so much development has been happening in the months that I've been away because, honestly, those characters have been the only thing getting me through these hard times. So honestly, I might take a backseat from the doll stuff to try to get my art out there and make these art videos, like, more related to my OCs and stuff. So yeah. I'll be around. Y'all will see me. I'm not dead. So I'll see y'all around.